What's goodery, man? It's the boy Armani Depot, man. I'm gonna get into what y'all want to see, man. What y'all been waiting for, man. How I made Jokes Up. Not just made the beat, but how I made it what it is, man. Millions of views, one of the biggest songs on this coast. How I made Jokes Up. Briss, EBK Young Jock, and Armani DePaul, man. Let's get into it. So boom, if you rewind back to 2018, I was a rapper. I wasn't even really a beat seller or a beat composer per se. I just made beats for myself. You know, I meditated and manifested this upon myself to sell beats, to make a career out of making and selling beats. And I took it there. I started making like 5 or 10 beats a day by using the same rules and, you know, the same secrets I use today, which is drum formats, which is loops, which is dragging and dropping. So it ain't really no complications on how I made the beat. I didn't Mozart Mannie Fresh get down and play the beat. You know, we doing it break all the rules, man. Break all the social constructs, man. We getting shit done. So I found a royalty-free loop somewhere. I can't remember. I was just stacking up loops. It might have been Looperman. It might have been, you know, Splice. But I found a royalty-free loop. You know, the biggest thing was my ear. I had an ear for this, you know what I'm saying? It was one of them things where I'm going through loops and I'm able to hear, you know, what loop is going to be big. And I manifested. I seen it in my head that it was going to be big. And then what I did was, instead of keeping it the same way, you know, you want to create transitions. If a loop is only 8 bars and you want to make a whole loop composed of a verse and a hook, which most likely is like 24 bars. So what you want to do is find ways to use effects to make the loop different. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a transition. So one of the effects I used was the pitch effect. I double clicked on the loop and I rose the pitch all the way up. And what that did was keep it in the same key, but actually transpose and change it from you know, one section of the piano to a higher section. And what I mean is this, you know. You know what I'm saying? So all I really much did is took the basic loop for the first 8 or 4 bars, and then it transitions to that, you know what I'm saying? And that really gave it the feel and gave it the energy, you know, that makes it Jokes Up today. Yeah, and the rest was easy. You know, I pretty much got locked in and using drum formats and the power. If you don't know the power of drum formats, watch all my tutorials. You know, as I'm able to switch from one drum pattern to another mid-verse, or transition from one drum pattern to another from the verse to the hook. So, you know, I dragged and I dropped. I made it 86 BPM, which is more of a Briss, EBK Young Jock feel at the time. Even though, you know, Sparky and whoever was doing this beats had a whole different feel, I wanted to recreate. I actually manifested this. I actually thought about these things as I was making a beat. And, you know, I had this drum pattern going, this one right here. And then I transitioned to this one to give it all the feel in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lil O, inspired that drum pattern, which is, you know, basically my signature drum pattern now. And it really got that bounce to it, man. And then I added some little, you know, door creaks or bed creaks, whatever you want to call it, man. Put my little signature stump in there, man. There you have it. The beat to Jokes Up was done. It was done months before the song even, you know, happened. I was in my mode making 10 beats a day. You know what I'm saying? I might have made this beat in 4 minutes. To tell the absolute truth, I was making money out like I'm doing now. I'm just, you know, about quality and quantity, and we just moving fast. That's how I was doing it, man. And it was just, I put it up in my library and had it, man. Fast forward to the history, man, to what made it Jokes Up. Yeah, so fast forward, the beat was done. Months later, I'm driving around, I'm meditating to the beat, you know, which was originally created off the spirit of an EBK Young Jock type of feel. But I hear Briss on it. Briss is popping at the time, but he's in jail. I'm hip to Briss because instead of being on Instagram scrolling, looking at big booties all day, I'm actually staying in tune with the music and what's going on, and these young dudes that's doing it. And I'm not using a low frequency of jealousy or, you know, hating against it. I'm trying to embrace it and trying to understand what these people is into. You know, that's something you got to do. Let me tell you about the power of being selfless. You know what I'm saying? I could have took the beat myself. I could have put some bread behind it and made it my own song. I already knew that, you know, what was going on at the time, you know, and what the people was listening to was going to take me to a further level. You know what I'm saying? So everything is money. You know, don't ever hit an artist up expecting a favor, expecting, okay, he don't even know you, but you going to get in his DM like, bruh, can I trade you this or I do this? Nah, I start talking money right away and got their attention. I hit Briss up the second he got out of jail, and I start talking money. You know what I'm saying? The first DM I sent him was money. Bro, I fuck with your music. I got a bag for you. Let's get in the studio. That's that's gonna make somebody think and make somebody respond. Y'all wonder why y'all ain't getting no response. Y'all DMs ain't being seen. Y'all not talking money, and there ain't no excuse. Money is nothing but paper. You can manifest that. I did it. I was completely under, you know what I'm saying, and manifested it, and it was able to aggregate some money. So I can't offer these artists money. So that's what I did. And then I took it a step further. I said, I can get one feature. I can get Brisk, but why not get Brisk and EBK Young Joc? You know what I'm saying? Being the A&R that I am, I went back and studied that all their songs together did good. You know what I'm saying? All their songs that they did together was the best, had the most numbers. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be big, you know what I'm saying? Brisk first getting out of jail, his first song with EBK Young Joc, I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even originally had no intentions on being on the song at all. So I'm on the beach, I'm in Monterey, I'm chilling. I hit EBK Young Joc. He sent me his number right away. Brisk sent me his number. They hella cool at the time, you know what I'm saying? No Hollywood shit, because I'm talking money, because I'm talking business. I'm not on no fan bullshit. I'm not on no weak bullshit. They feel my energy is about business. So we talk, you know, we come up with a price, which at the time was low. At the time, I'm talking, you know, I'm agreeing on a price, $300-$400 to be all the way transparent. You know, out of there now. You know, they budget probably out of there now as far as what they want for a verse. But at the time, you know, that was manageable. So I said, okay, as soon as I get back in town, we're going to make it happen. And I wasn't lazy. I got back in town. I made it happen, man. I made the call. You know what I'm saying? I already had a camera. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to reach out to no cameraman. I knew the song wasn't going to be anything without a video. So I set up there, man. I got a spot. You know what I'm saying? Whether that was a hotel room or somebody's house, you know what I'm saying? That's how it worked. And I set my lab up. Man, made it about money, so they knew to show up. They knew they was finna get a bag, so they showed up, wrote their shit there, did the song. I wasn't even on the song originally. I told them I was gonna shoot the video. And then if something was missing in the energy, I think I had EBK Young Joc going first, and then I had Brisk. So the arrangement of the song really made it, because at the time, the song wasn't even called Jokes Up. You know what I'm saying? The song was called Meanwhile. If you notice how Brisk come on, he come on Meanwhile, I'm stacking money, and you know, that was the song. So it wasn't even called Jokes Up, but you know, thank EBK Young Joc, even though I only paid him for what, a 12-bar verse or whatever, I think he spit like 20 bars, you know what I'm saying? We was vibing, you know, and he came in with just us, and he spit like 20 bars, and when I got into the arrangement, I took a part of his verse and made it the hook when he said Jokes Up. It's the power of arrangement. It's the power of having an ear to know what's gonna be catchy. What we gonna make the hook? When are we gonna put the hook? You know what I'm saying? And at the time, that was a phrase that was going on around. I wasn't even really too familiar with the weed company and this and that. It was just a phrase that was going around. So yeah, I'm like, I had the ear, the nostalgia, like, okay, I remember that. That said something to me, so I know it's gonna say something to the people, and I made that the hook, the power of arrangement. And still the energy was off. So if you notice, I came in, I just spit a verse to try to wake the energy up. Being selfless once again, I didn't put my verse first. You know what I'm saying? I also didn't put my verse last, because they could have just cut the song off in the middle to make the people play the full song. What do? I put my verse in the middle, and I give them a prize at the end with EBK Young Joc. This is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? So RIP Brisk, you know what I'm saying? I do believe the events, you know, probably had people focus more on the song. Unfortunately, that's what happens when people pass away, but the song was already out of here, was already a hit. And it's the power of being selfless. It's the power of, you know, not being lazy, spending your own money, man, and having an ear, man, and the power of arrangement. And now it's a legendary song. It's out of here, man. I want to encourage y'all that y'all can do it too, man. Jokes Up.
Well, baby, don't get your hopes up. Power break the sky, home by Larry and do donuts. So what? I know these niggas wanna smoke us.
Brisk.
We ain't hiding, catch me in that land, come and throw something.
Ay, meanwhile, I'm stacking money, I ain't hungry. If you hear my tummy, that's because that cookie give me munchies, nigga.